Good evening. Welcome to You Can't Handle the Truth Movies. I'm Chris. This is James. And after hearing James's thriller list, I thought, I'll just record mine now. So,
This will be like 3 weeks later.
yeah, but
I'll just
I'm dressed
exactly the
so
same.
yeah, so they'll know that
They'll know. They'll
they'll
know
know.
that they'll know from watching the previous
There's
one.
no mystery here, is
Yeah.
there? When it was recorded, I'm dressed like Clark Kent.
You can't handle the truth.
Do you have any reasoning behind your picks, or are they just you just?
Well, yeah. So some films I would have picked, but I didn't pick them, knowing that because this is crazy. Like I've been friends with James for pretty much my entire life, and I knew he would pick certain films,
Because they are the best ones, I suppose.
and I wouldn't be able to give them the justice he would give them. And then I thought he will forget about certain films
Hmm.
that I won't forget about, even though he showed me them.
What have we got going in at number 5?
So number five is Denzel Washington's Deja Vu.
Oh,
This is kind of like a sci-fi mystery thriller, and I really like Denzel Washington. I think you generally find if he's in a film, he's done a good job.
he is pretty solid, to be honest.
And I remember somebody telling me that they didn't like this film, and I sat down and said, well, "Why?" I said, "Oh, the ending." And I was like, "Come on!" It's like he's trying to figure out this murder, and then they say that they've got this new technology and they can look into the past slightly and all of this stuff. But as they're watching somebody and stuff, he starts to notice things aren't quite what
Yeah,
they've
he
told
doesn't.
him.
What you've just said the story, but he doesn't know that during the film. He just thinks that he doesn't realize that they're actually in the past,
No,
like they can
but
alter it.
he does figure that out,
Yeah, yeah.
and he decides that actually he can stop it, and it's just I've just told you the whole storyline, but
Yeah, I mean that was the main twist. To be fair, spoilers.
spoiler.
This film must have been out 20 years. If you know,
Yeah, it's been out a long time.
I'll put a spoilers label at the
If you
beginning.
haven't seen it, it's your own fault. It's really clever. It's just a different way to do this kind of
Yeah,
film, and I really like that. And when you talk about thrillers and stuff, and the eerie feeling, and that feeling he had when they were watching people, and they you could tell that they felt uncomfortable, but they had no reason to be. When you feel like there's a presence in the
yeah.
room.
It has an ambience to it, an awkward ambience where you know something's
Oh, and
off.
I love that.
Yeah,
I really love that feeling because you just sit there thinking, oh, I feel a bit wrong watching this person getting dressed and having their breakfast in the morning and going for a run. But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
okay then. Yep, Deja Vu. That's a good number 5. Definitely one that it was on my shout out list. That's the one I used to like watching. What we got for number 4?
Jake Gyllenhaal's Source Code
You had me when you said Jake Gyllenhaal. You didn't need to say anything else.
because he doesn't do bad films.
He doesn't do many bad films. No, he tends. What I like about him is he has such a good range as well. Like he doesn't just do
Yeah,
the
I
same.
mean,
He's done fighting films. He's done action films. He's done comedy. He's done mystery thrillers. He's
so I struggled picking this film when we're talking about mystery thrillers because of things like Nightcrawler and stuff. He's just so good in so many films.
Nightcrawler was nearly on my list twice now, and it's gonna have to make it onto one of the lists.
Because it's a great film. Source Code. So basically, starts off kind of like almost like wakes up on a train, and he's tasked with finding a bomber and a bomb.
Yep. This I'll interject because this film I remember thoroughly that I watched with my brother, who was really looking forward to watching it. And there's not many films I've ever seen where we took so many guesses watching it. Was it him? Was it him? And what was the plot happening at the time? We came up with so many different plots. I think for about 10 different movies that the movie could have been while we was watching it. So if you haven't seen it, it is good. A good who did it.
Mm. Yeah, really good. Who did it? And that's not even the main part of the story. That's what I love about this as a thriller. Yeah, the who did it is constant. Oh, who did it? Who did it? When you find out who did it, that's not the end of the film.
No, that goes on to the mystery side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it starts this whole like, who is he? Where is he? What's going on with him? How like, and yeah, and then
Because the day keeps resetting, doesn't it?
yeah,
That's
well,
like Groundhog Day kind of the time.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's why we was trying to figure it out as to what was going on. Yeah.
and it was great, and he was really good at like because of who his character was. When they said this is what you got to do, you're that, and he starts to memorize timings and everything going on, and so when he actually does find the bomber and all, he's moving so efficiently.
Mm.
It's brilliant. He know what to say, how to get the right reaction. So you probably don't see all of the times he's gone back.
Oh no, of course not.
But it's great. And definitely watch it. It's really good, really clever, and the ending didn't make me sad at all.
Okay, right, leave that one there for the people that haven't seen it. We are going on to number tres.
So number 3, The Prestige.
Ooh,
Hugh Jackman, Christian Bale.
this
Now-
this is a beast film. To be fair, yeah.
This is obviously it's set back in the day.
Back in the day, because we couldn't be bothered to research what the time period was. It's set back in the day. That's true.
It's around the time of like the Tesla inventions and stuff like that when they were first.
Yeah, that's not the Tesla of nowadays. The original.
Yeah,
Tesla. Yeah.
when it was worthwhile, and it was one of those films when you watch it and they're two magicians, they're like competing magicians, they work together and all this stuff. And as you're watching it, they're going through these things, and you think, oh, there's no way it can be this. Like you're trying to figure out what the trick is and how he's doing it and all that. And when you finally do find it out, you're kind of a bit like, oh, that's really messed up.
Yep.
Like that's wow.
This is on my list of magic films as the best, and there's only two I've ever seen that I actually like at all.
Yeah, because there are some bad ones.
Oh,
There are some bad ones that
there's a
people
lot.
love.
Oh yeah,
Like the Now You See Me
See Me
films.
is definitely the.
They're like
on
everyone's
that
like, oh, they're
there.
so great. I'm like, well, actually, like they're a fun action film, but it was a
Yeah.
magic film.
Yeah, people definitely love them videos, but
But The Prestige,
yeah, the Prestige is a mile apart from that. It's far better.
and explaining how some of the tricks work, it's so dark and it's so it's really, you should watch it. Hugh Jackman performs amazingly. Christian Bale's amazing.
If I was watching this video, I get recommendations and I think, oh yeah, but I don't want to watch that. This would be the one that I wouldn't want to watch the most from watching the trailer and the footage, and it's the one you should definitely watch the most because if it's just really good.
It is, yeah.
Okay then,
That's it. We'll just move
right,
on.
that's the Prestige. So going into number 2, I'm going to struggle to think what you're going to have here better than Prestige, to be honest.
So number 2, you actually showed me the first time I ever watched it. There was a Spanish version, and then Tom Cruise, of all people, was the person they chose to do this film, Vanilla Sky.
Oh, Vanilla Sky. Cameron
Now-
Diaz as well, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got Tom Cruise. Oh. So, imagine being so wealthy that if you're in some horrendous accident, you could be kept alive long enough for them to find.
Was this another spoiler, by the way?
Oh, I mean, it's literally absolutely. It is a spoiler. How do I tell the story without spoiling
Yeah, fair
it?
enough. Yeah.
To find a way of medically healing you. So I mean, so you're waiting for the technology to catch up to the point where you. So this whole film is kind of in his head, and it's just so good. Really messes with your head, really, and it's where a lot of the ideas from the Matrix jump scene and stuff like that came from originally. So it tells you just how much it affected other people, like these sci-fi classics and stuff. I know a lot of people will go, oh, as soon as I said Tom Cruise, well, I won't watch this film.
I don't know why everyone's picking on Tom lately. Tom makes some great films. Unlike in 28 Days Later, where they shot scenes going round at 4 a.m. and missing people out. They shut down, is it Times Square or Central Square? I don't know what the name of it is because I'm English and never been to America. But the square in New York, they closed it for Tom. They closed the square, the main square in New York, to film this scene. And that would have cost more than £5.52. So yeah, bit of an epic scene.
It's
Underappreciated.
so underappreciated. And I think people don't like Tom Cruise because of Scientology. Now, there are lots of other cults. Bear in mind, I'm not religious.
Maybe keep it on about the movie.
Yeah, you can't judge somebody based on their beliefs. Judge them based on their films.
He does make good films.
And this film is absolutely brilliant. Acted perfectly.
Oh. I honestly, you said I strode to this film. I can't remember. I can remember glimpses of it in my head, so I may have to watch it again.
Yeah, I can't even remember why. It was quite a long time ago.
Okay.
I came round and you were downloading films and watching films and all that back in the day with LimeWire and stuff. And you were like,
What?
"Oh, let's watch this."
Yeah.
And I went, "All right, fine." And then I just remember thinking, "Wow," which is why I wanted to put it in.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Vanilla Sky number 2. So I have a feeling I should know what your number 1 is from your all-time top 5 ever film, which you can go watch after if you haven't seen it. What you got? The best mystery thriller movie.
So yeah, this was in my top 5 ever movies. So it had to make it into my top 5 thrillers. Shutter Island. I've mentioned this film to anybody that'll listen. If when they say, "Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio movie, which film should I watch? Which is his best film?" And then everyone's like, "Oh, you should watch this." And you should watch Revenant. He got the Oscar. And
This is kind of relevant, actually.
Inception. And I'm like, Shutter Island is his best. It's so good.
They're putting this on the cinema this Thursday, and I was like, I'm going to go watch that and have the cinema to myself and really enjoy that. The whole cinema is full.
Oh,
There's like 2 seats left. You've got the new Jurassic Park on. I was looking at last night. There wasn't one seat booked. Shutter Island, 20 years later, 15 years later, however long it's been, every seat is full in the cinema on a Thursday.
shoot.
7 on a Thursday. This is a great film.
It's so good. It's so well. Like Mark Ruffalo as well. It's one of his best performances I've ever seen.
I like the ending as well. This ending has a double ending, which at first you may think, oh, that's very straightforward, but then it hits you again, and I don't want to ruin it, but
It's quite an emotional ending.
yeah, the whole movie is really well done. Yeah,
you should watch it. The way it plays out, the way it's done, Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't miss a beat. It's just honestly, I don't understand why he didn't get more recognition from this film.
well, it's probably because he got upset because everyone on the island was over the age of 19, so it didn't suit his demographic. But other than that, yeah.
When you're that talented, then that's a preference you're allowed.
Good old Leo.
Yeah, the other films I'm talking about, I'm not trying to put them down. Things like Inception and Revenant and Catch Me If You Can and The Wolf of Wall Street. Like, honestly, you just keep going because there's so many good films that he's in. I'm not saying they're bad films; they're all great. I'm just telling you, this is the best one.
Mm-hmm.
They're all great films, but this is the one that
is this the best one. Points why it's the best one. It's the best one.
It is.
Okay. I believe
it doesn't have the budget of Inception, but it definitely has the gravitas.
Yeah, this honestly, you saying about my list and you didn't pick some because of that. I knew this would be on your list, and it could very, very easily be in my number 3 or number 2 or even number 1 as well. I really thoroughly enjoyed this film. I was actually surprised when you said it on your top 5 movies that you liked it, because I thought this would definitely not be your kind of film. So Yeah.
It's one of those films that I didn't think I'd like it.
You
and I
got to love a
watched it.
remote island full of crazy people and
Put
mystery.
me there.
Yeah, just put me there
I
now.
feel like that's where I belong.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Right.
So hopefully, looking at our lists, and we do more because we
Got to like
we
a good
like
list.
this.
Yeah.
I think it just gives you an insight into what we like and why we view the movies we view and why we rate them, how we rate them,